Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the top 10 best attainable shooting guards in NBA 2K25 My Team right now. Now, attainable is a relative term, but for me, it's about consistently sub 500,000 MT or card that could be earned reasonably for free or can currently be earned reasonably basically for free. There's one exception to that free rule, and that's a pro pass reward, but that doesn't apply at this position anyway. So with that being said, before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. One of the low 40s on this list is Paul George, who season 7 was the exact same card, pro pass and regular, but 6'8 with a 6'11 wingspan, 99 everything, bunch of legend badges. On paper, he's absolutely godly. Unfortunately, his SIGs don't match up. Pro 2 fade with PG upper is good. His jumper's okay, not insane, but solid. But his SIGs are just extremely mid. Underwhelming SIGs across the board. He is the worst shot creator on this list, and it's really not all that close, and that is why he is only number 10, despite being stat and badge wise, as well as a big 6'8 player build. You would think, in theory, ignoring animations, he'd be one of the highest cards on this list, but unfortunately, that's just not the case with PG. Now, moving on to the number 9 spot on this list, we have Carmelo Anthony, another free invincible card who you can get from a locker code. 6'7 with a 7-foot wingspan. Again, great stats, great badges, and animation-wise, he's better than PG is. He's got DG dribble style, step escape, tray behind the back, and defux crossover. And his jumper's not bad too. Step fade though, not a fan. Carmelo size up. Not the best fan, not the biggest fan of that as well. I just don't adore this card. I don't really even know exactly why that is. The lack of a fade's annoying. I don't think he's that insane defensively though. He doesn't have cross. I mean, sorry, he's got defux cross, which is nice, and his SIGs are good, but maybe it's just a personal thing. I think a lot of other people would probably agree with me though. This Carmelo, just not my favorite. I don't know why. Stat and badge wise, he's probably better than 9th, but I don't know, not the biggest fan personally. Richard Jefferson is who I have at number 8. I should probably flip these two. I'll be honest, I am going to flip these two. I'll give Carmelo one spot higher. This RJ card's good too, and he's got great SIGs. Garland dribble style, Steph, Trey, very similar to Levine drag back, like also solid SIGs, just like Carmelo. I'd say stat and badge wise, he's a little worse than Melo is. His jumper is the same jumper that Invincible Jokic has, but part of Invincible Jokic's charm is the fact that he's so tall. It's not that the jumper's ridiculous, it's just a 6'11 point guard. Whereas with Richard Jefferson as a 6'7 shooting guard, he's not insanely huge. And yes, he's got good SIGs and a solid jumper and good stats and badges, but I don't think it's unreasonable to put him at 9 at this point, especially considering how loaded this position really is. Moving on to the number 7 spot on the list, we have ourselves ISO Joe Johnson, who can be purchased for under 500,000 MT, and it's a very solid shooting guard option. He's 6'7", he's 6'9 wingspan. Again, awesome stats and badges, just like all the Invincibles. Really good jumper. The Sexton upper is the biggest plus here. Pro 2 fade, Steph escape, Trey behind the back. This shot is awesome. And yes, I know he doesn't have Garland dribble style. His SIGs aren't perfect. That shot is so good, I almost don't care. 100% my favorite shot of any player on this list so far. Shepherd base Sexton upper. Really, most any jumper with Sexton upper is awesome, but I really like it, Ben Shepherd Sexton. I was very, very impressed with the jumper on this card, and it's something I'm a big fan of. Even though Melo's got Garland, Joe Johnson doesn't. I still would prefer to have Joe Johnson in my lineup personally. Got him at number 7. Number 6, mostly because of size, Larry Legend. Larry Bird's 100 overall is on this list as well. 6'9 with a 7'1 wingspan, 99 everything, nearly every single Hall of Fame badge. Jalen Tyson based Ben Mathurin upper is solid. I wouldn't say it's the best jumper on this list, but it's good. Pro 2 fade, Francis Kemba, defux, Trey, Halliburton, Hezzy, Harden step back instead of Levine, and most importantly, defux size up instead of Garland are the stat or the animation flaws, I should say. But he's 6'9 and really, really quality defensively, and still, even without Garland dribble style, has most all the other elite level SIGs, so he can still be a solid shot creator. I really like Larry Bird. I think he's very good, and I think the size he provides is something that gives him value compared to the other guys on this list so far. Moving on to the number 5 spot. This feels a little high now that I'm thinking about it. I have Glenn Rice. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I almost want to switch him and Larry, but then I almost want to switch. I really like Larry. I am going to switch him and Larry. I think we'll leave him at 6. 6'8 with a 6'9 wingspan. He's a little bigger than both Joe Johnson and Carmelo are. And while his flaw is similar to Carmelo, normal fade instead of Pro 2, Carmelo has Steph fade instead of Pro 2, he's got Garland, Francis, Kemba, defux, Trey, Halliburton, Harden step back's the only SIG flaw. The jumper is great, and he is 6'8 as well, so he's a bit bigger than both Joe Johnson, who's missing Garland, and Carmelo, who's missing the fade. So, and he's got Francis, which I don't think either of those guys, actually Joe Johnson might, but Carmelo does not have Francis. I don't think Joe Johnson does either, but off the top top of my head. I don't even remember. I just looked at him and I already have forgotten. Either way, I am going to put him below Larry just because of Larry's additional size. I think does give him a very slight edge still. This one's debatable, Larry and Glenn, but I think I want to do it like this just because I really do value Larry's player build a lot and his defensive prowess. I will say this might be a surprising choice. Steve Smith at number 4. Really like this card. MPJ base Oscar Upper is awesome. Pro 2 Fade, Garland Francis, Kemba Trey, Levine dragback as well, and Jamal Murray has, he's just, I mean, it's fine. You won't really notice the difference between that and Hallie. And Kyrie Cross isn't quite as good, but honestly, he's pretty solid. His stats and badges are really well rounded. He's big, he's 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan, and he's got a good player build, and his SIGs are awesome, and his jumper's awesome. I really like this card. I get he's only a dark matter, but he's not even the last dark matter on this list. I think he's an awesome card, and I don't have a problem with him at number 4. I really think he's that good. Number 3, Cedric Maxwell. This is the other dark matter. I think everybody knew this card was going to be high on this list. 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Big, versatile scorer, has perfect SIGs with Garland, Francis, Kemba, Defux, Trey Levine, Hallie, Pro 2 Fade, high-level jumper, versatility stat and badge-wise, good defense, quality size. He is what Invincible Paul George should have been as our level 40 reward. That's what the Cedric Maxwell card is. An extremely awesome 6'8", all-around dark matter shooting guard. Big fan of this card as well, and I do think he absolutely deserves to be top 3 on this list. Now, moving on to the number 2 spot on the list, we have Rudy Gay, who only this week became attainable, really, because 2K made him very easy to get with only 60 gold pieces in the GOAT Festival. One of the few things that I've liked about the GOAT Festival so far. Rudy's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan, so again, size is really there, especially with that wingspan being a big plus as well. The defensive versatility is capable. The stats and badges are all obviously incredible. High level release, Pro 2 Fade, Garland, Francis, Curry, Deflux, Trey Levine, and Ja Hezi, which will still get the job done. This card is a dog. Elite scorer, has a very solid jumper, extremely elite slasher. He's big, versatile, switchable, quality player build makes him look even bigger than he's listed at. He is just a top tier high level card, one of the better options in the game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it at the shooting guard position. But number 1 is going to be GOAT Dr. J. I get he's only 6'7". I do think he's the best of the group. Number 1, because he's got that Steph-based Sexton upper, which has an argument for best jumper on this list. It's certainly one of the best couple. He's got perfect SIGs, he's got Pro 2 Fade, and he's got all 99 stats in every single legend badge. Yes, he's a little bit smaller than a Rudy Gay or a Larry Bird or a Cedric Maxwell or a Steve Smith or a Glenn Rice, or about half these cards, you know what I mean? Like more than half of them. Player build also isn't the Afro player build, so it's not as big, but he's got the best stats, best badges, best SIGs, and probably arguably best release of anybody on this list. Extremely elite card. I think he's number 1. And I think this is a good list, honestly. I feel like maybe you could argue Steve Smith a little lower if you wanted to. If you really like Carmelo or Joe Johnson, could move them up a little bit, maybe Carmelo. It's tough, man. These cards are all very close together. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you don't agree with my ranking, that is completely fine. I will be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.